Well, it's cracking, people. Angelic Mayhem here. I've pieced together my first video on SimCity 5, my newest obsession. And today I'm going to be showing you 34 hours of SimCity 5. We're going to be talking about parks and property values. Now, I don't have any in-game video, and that's for two reasons. Firstly, as you can imagine, the servers have been a bit touchy these first couple of days. And secondly, I wanted you to be able to see, point by point, the little changes that happen during the game on the street level. And that's going to be easier to do if you're looking at screenshots rather than video. So to begin, the building that you're looking at right now is a medium density, medium wealth commercial building that has just been constructed due to the upgraded park I just plopped down behind it. That three-piece park is part of a network of property value boosters, including City Hall and the local high school. What I'm going to do is walk you through how a well-placed park can gentrify a neighborhood almost overnight. We're going to be watching this building for just over a day, 34 hours, to see how it and the neighborhood around it change. We have our little friend here. He's still looking for a tenant, having just been built. Next to him is the Lazy Llama Luncheon, which I'm sure is a delightful eatery. In the background on the left-hand side, you're going to see a series of small houses and another small commercial building. In the background on the right, you're going to see a row of mansions enthralled by City Hall and the local school district. They have grown quite wealthy. In the foreground, there are two low-density homes. We also have a school bus stop and our park. So the image you're looking at starts at 2 a.m. The first change you're going to notice, still at 2 a.m., is that our building has been purchased and is now the resort, which is either a spa or, judging by the logo, the birthing center for zombies. At the same moment, the Lazy Llama is also biting the dust. Here at 3 a.m., I want you to notice how bright the back wall of Resort is. This is actually mooncast because the moon in SimCity is always full. I'm almost positive the moon is always full in this town. I've never seen it wane. So, next up, 4 a.m., this cop car should be patrolling the streets. Instead, he's getting a latte. This is one of dozens of cop cars that stop by this donut shop for a bite and a pick-me-up. So the sun's starting to rise at 5 a.m. The lights all over the city start dimming. And bam, 6 a.m., sunshine. If you've ever been down the shore on the East Coast, you know what that's like. The glare starts to mellow at 7 a.m., so this is only for an hour. Here you can see our first school bus is making its stop, and someone has put out the trash. Alright, this is 7 a.m. We got pedestrians walking to work. Notice how the shadows move as the sun changes position in the sky. This rotation happens every hour, just after the top of the hour. Now here at 8 o'clock, we have our first sign of serious change. If you notice in the background, the little houses on the left-hand side have started construction. We also have our first car at the coffee shop. So it appears that the houses in the background are now a large residential apartment complex. You know, one of the most amazing parts of this game is how the lighting actually changes inside the houses. If you look at the house in the foreground, you can see that light is streaming in through the skylights and changing the inside of the room. That's really cool. Alright, now by noon of the first day, and we hit a lull in the action. 1 p.m. sees people at the coffee shop getting their midday fix. Moving on. 4 p.m. we get a quick drizzle rolls through, but nothing to worry about. At 6 p.m. school's out, work's out. The guy in the building right in front arrives home, and the day starts to wind down. It looks like a blue car guy started up his fireplace. Luckily for us, he's too smart to set himself on fire. At 10 p.m. you get about an hour of darkness, and then at 11 p.m., boom, that crazy bright moon kicks in. Alright, the end of our first day, we get a little bit of rain. And then been some police activity, but for the most part, things have been quiet. But this is deceptive, and I'm going to tell you why. What you don't see is that our new park has been silently working to raise the local land value, and people are flocking to this new affluence like ants to a sugar cube. And as evidence, bam, 3 a.m. Now it begins. The local cop shop and our favorite building have been replaced by a massive new expansion project. This one's going to be big. If you look closely, you can see the forlorn look on the cop's face as the realization that there's no more free coffee starts to sink in. At 5 a.m., construction crews are well underway, and they bust their asses for 2 hours straight, raising the roof higher and higher. And what's this? $1 million mansions by the parks have gotten in on the fun too. Now they're going condo, and they've even got cranes. That's big construction. At the start of 8 a.m., these new buildings are well on their way to looking impressive and nearing completion. But then something even better happens. Just before 9 a.m., the two houses in the foreground decide they're moving on up as well. Our former mansions are on the rise. They erect pretty quickly over the course of a single hour. Our school buses are out in full force. Just before 10 a.m., in less than 7 hours, our old friend has a brand new life as an amazing, glassy hotel called the Posh Suite. 5-star from what I've heard. If you think that driveway is impressive, you should see the rooftop swimming pool. In less than 1 hour, the first of our 2 foreground houses has finished its renovation. As you can now see, the mansions in the background on the right have graduated to a set of beautiful high-wealth condominiums. And finally, all the construction is completed. And by noon on the second day, 34 hours later, this block is unrecognizable. The intersection is clearly visible, and the background buildings are not, all thanks to the wealth-generating power of one expanded little park. So use this power wisely, folks, and judiciously to create little pockets of paradise in your city for the rich and famous. And that's going to be it for now. Be sure to check out my blog, SimCityversity. You can find the link in the description below, and I hope you're having as much fun with SimCity as I am. Server meltdowns or not, I'll see you next time.